Hello Virgo, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. Welcome to my channel, guys, and thank you so very much for tuning in. This is a love and life reading focused on the second half of January 2020. General reading as always, Virgo. It will not resonate with every single person tuning in to this. So please do take from it whatever makes sense for you, your life, your situation, your relationship, and release what does not resonate. If you are interested in your own personal private reading, all of that information is down below in the description box. And just a side note, guys, that I am fully booked through January 20th, so any reading requests that I receive will be addressed after that date. And I will also have a list of all of the card decks that I use for this reading, Virgo. And also I received quite a few card decks from Calico Moon Oracle from Amy. Thank you so very much for gifting me these beautiful card decks. I'll definitely be incorporating them into this reading for Virgo's reading. So let's go ahead and get started, guys. I wanted to grab some focus messages, as I always do. So the card decks that I chose this time around were from the messages from the Angels deck and then the Moonology card deck. So let's start off with this deck. Let's grab a couple of focus messages for you, Virgo, and let's take a look and see what the second half of the month has in store for you. So angels and spirit guides for Virgo, as well as cross watchers, anybody who's been guided to tune in and watch this reading. Let's take a look and see, Virgo. All right, I'm guided to this card. We've got Archangel Uriel. I hope that's the correct pronunciation. Your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. So this is actually a very good card coming through for those of you who are still quite vulnerable in your heart space. And if there is some pretty heavy emotions that you're holding onto in there, Archangel Uriel will help you to release that and heal it. Okay, so that's coming through for those of you who need that message. Let's grab another one here. We also have Angel Maya. Schooling, study, and education help your life's purpose and personal growth at this time. The angels will guide you and help you with this process. So this is a very specific message coming through for some of my Virgos who are pursuing higher education or wanting to learn something new. Perhaps starting this brand new year by learning a new skill, and it could be tied into your job, a new career choice, however way that is playing itself out. That's coming through for you, and Angel Maya is actually blessing that endeavor. All right, guys, so let's add to this with some additional focus messages from the Moonology card deck, and let's see where this particular message is going to take us. I am Virgo as well, so I'm quite interested in these messages, these focus messages as well. All right, guys. For Virgo, angels and spirit guides, please bring forward. I'm guided to pull a couple from this deck as well. Let's grab this one. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Virgo. So for some of you, the person that you might be thinking about could be a Sagittarius, or this is simply an energy that wants to come through for this reading from that full moon in Sagittarius. However way it's playing a part in your life. Let's grab one more. Ooh, believe in the impossible. That's tapped into the blue moon. Beautiful card. So perhaps there might be a situation that some of you are concerned about, Virgo, feeling as though it's never going to come to fruition. It's something that's just impossible. And it's coming through to let you know, believe in the impossible. It just might manifest. Maybe that's why we've got that message right next to it. You have to look at the bigger scheme of things, the bigger picture, to be able to see the whole picture in your mind space, your heart space, to be able to manifest it. Okay, so that's coming through for Virgo. Let's go ahead and start with some Mystic Moon Oracles, and I will also be incorporating some of Amy's card decks, Calico Moon Oracle, into this reading. So let's see what comes forward for Virgo. All right, Mystic Moon Oracles. Let's take a look. Angels and Spirit Guides for Virgo. What needs to come through at this time? In love, in life. For Virgo, what have we got? Grief, okay? So I feel this is quite a fitting card to come forward first, considering this very first focused message that came through from Archangel Uriel. Your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. That could be contributing to that grief energy. This also for me ties into very similar energies with the Three of Swords. Threes are all about communication in tarot. And I feel, especially my divine feminines, you might be in this space of heartbreak, grief, because you are in separation from somebody at this time. And you're still thinking about them, still vibing with their energies. And it's interesting, going back to this focus message, believe in the impossible. And that's the key there, is to believe it. Because if we don't believe in wanting to manifest a particular dream or goal, even if it seems impossible, if you believe in it, that's half the battle. Okay, let's see what else. We do have somebody coming forward here who is unawakened, and perhaps that is contributing to this grief energy. Perhaps my divine feminine sees this divine masculine as unawakened somehow at this time. But it's interesting, all the messages that have come through here so far from the focus messages, look at the bigger picture, because from the surface, my divine masculine might look unawakened, but perhaps there's something going on beneath the surface that the divine feminine might not even be aware of. So we need to see where this is going to unfold in this reading. We do have the spring card, certainly indicative of the spring season, which is in a few months from now. The spring season is all about growth, seeing things grow and develop. And maybe that's what's needed here. And part of the healing that Archangel Uriel is offering is to bring about growth in healing as well. So that if you need to move on from something painful or something that was difficult for you to overcome before, the spring season is giving you the opportunity to grow and learn from that experience. We also have received. That can be messages that have been received either through text, phone call, emails, or receiving a physical letter from somebody, or even just energetic and vibrational exchanges of energy between two people. It's been received. Let's see what exactly is coming on here. What else needs to come forward? We do have the tribe card. So this is tied into family, to friends that are very close to you, Virgo. They are your support system during this difficult time. So don't forget to rely on your tribe to uplift you and to move you beyond this darker energy of that grief card. And part of this received energy too, Virgo, is that your family has been reaching out to you, perhaps. They're there for you. You have a fresh start. We've got two cards here representing growth, a new beginning. Now, that's not telling us quite yet whether you and this person that you're focused on at this time, Virgo, is going to come back together. But you certainly have a fresh start, a new opportunity that's coming in for you. That could certainly be tied into movement for you as far as learning from where you've been so that you can move your life forward and start over in your life, either through another relationship, a new chapter in your life, whether that's tied into your career options, other relationships that are of concern to you at this time, or whatever else might be challenging you for this reading. It's telling you you have a new beginning here, to start over, to start fresh. If it is in relation to your love life, it's telling you you can have a new beginning with somebody, even though at this time, on the surface anyway, they just look completely unawakened to what's going on here or to what it is that you are going through. And perhaps part of this received energy is that they know what it is that they put you through. They've received your vibes, your grief, your sadness, the heavy energies that you're holding on to, your anger, all the heaviness that you've got on your shoulders. They've received it energetically. They're picking up off of that. But there is the potential for growth here, Virgo. There is. We also have the mirroring card coming through here, which is tied into twin flame connections for me. So you and this person, Virgo, might actually be twin flames, but if they're unawakened, they maybe not even recognizing that's the type of connection that you share. It's interesting how we've got the divine masculine coming through after that. So it's my divine masculine who's unawakened that this potentially could be a twin flame connection between the two of you. For those who are unfamiliar, a twin flame bond is a mirror soul, somebody who is the other half of your soul. You can have more than one soulmate in this lifetime. It doesn't have to be romantic in nature, but you can only have one twin flame. They are your true energetic counterpart in this lifetime. And the divine masculine is coming through unawakened at this time. And perhaps part of the reason why I feel my divine feminine is in this grief space is because my divine feminine knows how special a bond this actually is. Someone's heart is broken here because you guys are not on the same page at the moment, but I do feel with this fresh start and the growth from that spring card, there will be a progression, an ascension of some sort in regard to this relationship. Vibrations. Yeah. Whatever it is, you're sending them, Virgo, and whatever it is, emotion-wise, energy-wise, vibration-wise, your person has received it. Maybe they don't quite know what to do with it yet because they're still unawakened to what it is that's in their heart space. And those vibrations may shift and change around the spring season. We also have deception coming through here. That could certainly be tied into somebody who's been dishonest with you, Virgo, pretending to be something that they weren't, wearing that false mask in the relationship. This could also be somebody who is possibly putting on a facade that they're okay, but deep down inside, they're just dying from what happened between the two of you. That could certainly be my divine feminines, but it could be either one of you, really. You're both mirroring each other's vibrations at this time, so you guys might actually be on the same page without realizing it. Part of this deception, of course, could be tied into infidelity, somebody who cheated, sneaking around, stepping out on the relationship. An affair, third parties, karmics, however way it represented itself in your life. Look at this. We've got the commitment card falling right below tribe, which can represent family. Okay, so some of you guys may have had a family together. There may have been children involved there. Either you guys had children together or you both had children from previous relationships. which would create a blended family. And look here, we've got divine feminine. So this is painting a pretty clear picture, Virgo, as to what's preventing the two of you from coming together. What's right in the middle is this deception. There's this desire for commitment, especially from the divine feminine. But I feel that my divine masculine is not quite ready to offer that commitment. Part of the vibrations that I'm tapping into from the divine masculine is that he's not ready. He's unawakened to what it is that he needs to do, the type of connection that this is. And this is interchangeable as well, guys. So however way it is resonating with you. All right, I want to add to this with some Pining Rose Love Oracle by Calico Moon Oracle. And these were created by Amy from Calico Moon, and definitely check out her channel and give her some love for these amazing card decks that she has gifted me. So I'm thrilled to be able to offer you guys these messages through Amy's card decks. So thank you again. All right, guys, let's take a look and see what additional messages need to be communicated here. Angels and spirit guides for Virgo or cross watchers. What else can we add to this? There's that unstable energy coming through. Part of that unstableness could have something to do with this deception that brought you guys into separation, or it created problems between the two of you. Ex-lover is coming through here, so it's falling right below my divine masculine. So yeah, you guys are exes for sure. You're not together at this time. And I feel that it really hurt you, Virgo, to either have to let this person go or when you guys went your own way. Here we are. Secrets, deception. That was the problem here. There were secrets that were being kept, and I have a feeling those secrets were uncovered by someone here, and that contributed to this deception. So infidelity, cheating, that's what's coming through here. Somebody may have already been in a relationship. That could have been you, Virgo. It could have been the other person. And see, somebody's coming forward as untouchable. Could have been you again, Virgo. That's what I'm tapping into here. That you were already committed in another relationship. Dang, I swear this storyline keeps coming up for my Virgos. No matter how I try to spin it, it keeps coming through, because at the end of the day, I feel for those who are resonating with this, you still care for this person. And when I say care, I mean like really care about this person to the point where you still love them. They're still very much a part of your heart. And you might not ever be able to let this person go. It's that strong a pull that you feel to this individual. You guys are coming forward as twin flames here. But you guys were not meant to stay together as long as the secrets and the deception and somebody was untouchable. That needs to phase out. That's a cycle that needs to come to completion in order for you guys to come together. I miss you. Confirmation here. Look at that. Twin flame. Rekindle. And yes, somebody wants to rekindle this connection. rekindle this romance. They miss you, Virgo, and I feel you guys are on the same page. You are mirroring each other. That's all about the twin flame connection. Okay? You guys are twin flames. That is coming through here, and you miss each other. And there is a desire to rekindle this connection, a reconciliation. And it can happen, you know, and as that card states, believe in the impossible. And this right now is looking like an impossible situation, especially if somebody is untouchable, if somebody is already committed elsewhere. But you guys are still missing each other, still thinking about each other, wanting to rekindle what you had before. Energetically, you guys are still connecting in the 5D. You are. Wow. So this stable energy that could actually be stable if you guys did the work to remove the deception, get rid of any secrets, and re-explore where the relationship could go, because it's confirming here you guys miss each other. It's also confirming that you guys are twin flames, and there is a desire to rekindle this romance. All right, so let's add to this with the Twin Flame Journey Tarot by Mystic Moon. For Virgo, angels and spirit guides, please bring it forward. What else do we need to know for this Virgo reading for the second half of January? Please bring it forward. Please bring it forward. What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know for Virgo? In love, in life. Second half of January. We do have the Five of Pentacles. That's your own energy, Virgo. That is Earth energy. It could also be tied into Capricorn or Taurus. Isolated and alone. And that's, I feel, falling right below grief and mirroring. That's, I feel, especially for my divine feminines, this is the energy that you're in. Isolating yourself, feeling very much alone because you're not with this person. Part of that Five of Pentacles energy is very insecure, worrying about whether you guys can ever get back together, possibly. Seeing yourself in a space of poverty, a space of lack. We have the Two of Pentacles right after that, that balancing act, more of your own energy. Virgo, more earth. The need to balance things in your life. It's all about adaptability here. Balancing decisions. Getting your priorities straight. Adapting to change. And perhaps all of that has been very difficult for you to do, since it's very difficult to focus on those things when this is where you're at. Especially my divine feminines. And also my divine masculines coming forward with that unawakened energy. The constant need to be balancing things out, and that can be very exhausting. Always feeling like you're on that tightrope and that you could fall at any given minute if you don't balance things out in your life. And that doesn't just have to apply to your love life, Virgo. That can apply to anything that you're dealing with at this time. Your finances, your health, other relationships, your family, your job, and certainly whatever's going on in your love life. And it can be a little bit much, you know, especially when life gets chaotic. and you've just got so much going on, and it's very hard for you to balance everything and all of your responsibilities that's on your shoulders. Some of you guys might be dealing with an air sign. We do have the King of Swords here. This king is coming forward with quick wit and intellect. Very clear thinking, intellectual king. And with this particular king, when faced with a difficult situation, to be impartial and carefully evaluate all of your options with a rational mind, that is part of the energy of the King of Swords. So if your person, Virgo, is either a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini, they might be coming forward with that type of energy. They're very logical thinkers. And I feel when you guys converse, you really have this great rapport between the two of you. But look at here. We've got the Tower. So there was a Tower moment here between you and this person, Virgo, and it's tied into that deception card. It is tied into these secrets, and it's also tied into the fact that somebody was untouchable. It's one of those situations where you guys connected, things got out of hand possibly, and somebody crossed the line and boundaries were crossed. But real feelings were developed here between two people. So with that Tower moment coming down on this situation, Virgo, the Tower is fire energy, so Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. We've already got that full moon in Sagittarius that's being represented there. So for some of you, it's this Sagittarius person that may have brought that Tower down between the two of you. You and your twin flame. And part of the energy too of the Tower, it's unexpected. It's usually, it comes with no warning, but it definitely creates an upheaval in a situation. There is no question that you'll know if and when this Tower moment occurs in your life and in your love life especially. There's no question. You don't ever have to ask, did we have a Tower moment? You will know. You'll know. Because it is chaos. It is traumatic. So I'm not surprised, especially for my divine feminines, that this is where you're at. As well as that Five of Pentacles. Isolated, alone, insecure, worrying. So with the Tower, it gives you, Virgo, the opportunity truly to learn from your past mistakes so that you don't end up repeating those patterns. And the one saving grace of the Tower card is this fresh start, because it levels things out that no longer belong there. And I feel part of what brought you guys into separation is revelation of the truth, revelation of these secrets, and whatever that deception represented, it all came out. And that is when things just crash down between you and your person. Especially if you guys were sneaking around, and if somebody was in, already attached in a relationship, whoever it was, it could have been you, Virgo, that was already either married or in a relationship with somebody else. You were already committed elsewhere. And it's falling right below that tribe card. So you may have already had a family with this person. But yeah, with that Tower, it's grief over a broken relationship. But it can come through as a blessing in disguise. And sometimes, you know, time is involved for that blessing to present itself, because it takes some time to heal from something as painful as a Tower moment. And this particular card reads divine intervention. It's one of those things where some of you guys might feel that you need a miracle for this to work. And so we go back to this focus card, believe in the impossible. If it's meant to work between the two of you, the impossible just might be possible here. If this is the person that you ultimately want to explore a future with, because you guys are still missing each other, and there is this desire to come back and rekindle what you guys had, then there are things that need to go. Those secrets, the deception, other commitments to other relationships, that needs to go in order for the two of you to come together openly and honestly and really see where this relationship could go. We've got the Queen of Swords coming through here. So we've got a couple represented here. The two of you want to come back together. My Queen of Swords is very sharp and assertive, and can certainly cut things out of her life that no longer serve a purpose there. And if you're divine feminine, Virgo, it is falling right below commitment and tribe. So if you're no longer invested in a committed relationship outside of this twin flame connection, if you're the one that was already committed elsewhere, then that's what you're going to have to do in order to rekindle what you had with your twin flame. It can't work otherwise. You know, there's certain things that need to happen here in order to make this possible. So no, it's not impossible, but there are things that need to be addressed and removed from this equation in order for the two of you to have what you ultimately are wanting. A rekindled romance, a fresh start. You guys can have that. Nine of Cups. Satisfaction and wish fulfillment. And that's what I'm feeling here for you and this person, Virgo, that they ultimately represent that wish come true for you. And you guys are mirroring each other as twin flames. I feel that's how they feel about you as well. Wow. For some of you guys, Cups is water. So that's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces for some of you guys. Or you might certainly have water representation in your chart, or your person might. Okay, so let's grab some dialogue messages here, Virgo. I really want to see what your person would like to say to you at this time. This is one of Amy's card decks, Calico Moon Oracle. This is the 5D Love Messages Oracle deck. So focus on your person, Virgo. What is it that they would want to say to you if they had the opportunity to speak up? And this could also represent words, feelings, emotions that you would want to say if you had the opportunity to speak to your twin flame, your person. So we'll grab a few messages from this deck, and whichever one you resonate with, let's take a look and see what they have to say or what you have to say. So angels and spirit guides for Virgo. Who needs to speak up here? Is it Virgo? Is it the twin flame? Let's take a look. We have unfinished business. Exactly. This love story is not over, guys. Believe in the impossible. But there's work that needs to be done here, as I mentioned. And that's why you guys will have that opportunity, I feel, with that rekindled romance, a rekindled relationship. You're still feeling drawn to this person, Virgo, and it might have been a while since you've even interacted with this person, but you guys are still picking up off of each other's vibrations here. You could have met during the springtime for some of you guys. This is an interesting message for some of you who can relate to this. It says, I still have more to learn from my karmic partner. So I feel for some of you, your person got into another relationship with a karmic partner, and that still has to phase out. And perhaps that's why it's going to take time for this to come to fruition between the two of you. And maybe that's why they're unawakened also, because they're still dealing with a karmic at this time. So they need to let that part of their life phase out, come to completion, for them to be able to focus on manifesting and rekindling a relationship with you, Virgo. This is the next card. Do you think about me too? Yes, you do. And they think about you as well. You're mirroring each other. And they're already telling you, I miss you. Next card. You have been on my mind. Yeah. You guys have been thinking about each other. No doubt about that. Look at this next message. I still have hope that we will be together. Believe in the impossible, Virgo. I don't think it's over. I really don't think it's over between the two of you. This is the next message. Things just got too heavy for me. This could either be you saying this, Virgo. It could be your person. Somebody had to detach and walk away from this. Next card. I miss the feel of you. I really feel here, Virgo, they just miss you, period. They miss everything about you. Your presence, your smile, everything. And again, I feel you guys are on the same page. You think about them too. You miss them too. Last card. You mesmerize me. They're completely intrigued by the thought of you. They're just in that state of being mesmerized when they think about you, Virgo. And again, I'm feeling that's a mirroring energy and sentiment from the both of you. Because you still want to be together. I still have hope that we will be together. And I feel that you share that hope with this person. So if this is truly what you're both wanting and you're both on the same page, there are certain elements of this reading from the cards that have presented itself here that need to be phased out. You guys have to come forward with honest conversations and two people that are both free to be together. No more restrictions. No more walls and barriers that are preventing the two of you from coming together. All right. Let's add to this, Virgo, with some romance angels. Let's see what else. Angels and spirit guides, please, for Virgo. Please bring it forward for Virgo. In love and romance, what else do we need to know? What else do we need to know, please? Angels and spirit guides for Virgo. Playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. This reminds me of times that you guys may have shared together, enjoying this person's company. They enjoyed your company. Lots of laughter, lots of joking around. This could also be a person who might be younger than you, Virgo. Very youthful vibrations coming through from this person. Retreat card coming through here. It's time to disconnect from the world. I feel for those of you resonating with this, you did have to disconnect from this connection because some of you guys were married. We do have a married couple in that photo. And so you had to disconnect from this connection here in order to work on your partnership, your marriage, and in order to, again, make this a possible situation for some of you, especially if you know that your marriage is a done deal and you're just sticking around maybe for your family, for children, for whatever reason. It could be for financial support, whatever it is. If it's no longer serving a purpose in your heart space as far as wanting to spend your life with somebody because you love and care for them, then you need to really analyze for yourself why you're still there. And if the answer you come up with is that you no longer want to be there, it's time to retreat and back away from that so that you can walk towards the love that you are meant to have. So I'm not surprised that we still have red flags that are being reflected here, because in order for the two of you to come together, those red flags have got to be addressed. But it is coming through, Virgo, that this is your person. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. And here we go. Free yourself. Yep. Free yourself from other commitments, from relationships that have run its course. That is a part of what is coming through here. Some of you guys might be going through some financial struggles at this time. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. And for those of you who have detached yourself from a relationship by way of a legal separation or a divorce, it could be affecting your finances, certainly. But you will have a fresh start. When an ending occurs, there's always a new beginning. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance, and that's why it's coming through to let you know. Believe in the impossible. Tap into your faith and claim it. If it's meant to be yours, Virgo, it will be yours. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. If this is you, Virgo, perhaps you've had a strained relationship with a parent or parents, and that needs healing in your heart space. That needs to be addressed as well. And it could be your person who's going through this if it isn't you. Because we've got tribe represented falling right below commitment. So there's some issues going on there in a family dynamic that may have gone into separation as a result of that Tower moment that came down on this relationship. And here we are. Release your ex. For those of you who are committed elsewhere, you got to release this person in order to rekindle the romance that you are wanting with your person. And once you do that, you guys can actually come together in the way you're wanting commitment. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And I feel here that ultimately this is the person that you want to spend your life with. But if you are otherwise attached, that needs to be addressed first and foremost so that you will truly be free to explore a future with the one you want to be with. All right, let's add to this with some Lovers Oracle. Angels and spirit guides for Virgo, please. Angels and spirit guides for Virgo for the second half of January. Second half of January, please. We've got that one. Okay. I'm going to grab that one, this one, that one, and I'm going to grab this bottom of the deck. Look at this. We have passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. And you and your person, Virgo, you're coming through as twin flames. You mirror each other's energies, and I feel that there's always been a very passionate draw towards each other right from the start. And when you guys went into separation, vibrationally, you guys still felt that draw back to each other. Next card, look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. Of course, this is different for every person tuning in. So what is it truly at this moment in time that you are going through in your heart space? Take the time to go within, look inside yourself. And it's interesting because that's very similar to the Hermit energy in tarot, which is tapped into Virgo vibrations. Okay, so that card is all about you, Virgo. Next message, a message for you. I'm thinking of you this very moment. Your love fills me with light. I love you. There's the light. They want to rekindle the relationship with you, Virgo. No doubt about it. They still love you. Maybe they've never told you this, but they're telling you now. Last message, forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Absolutely. And sometimes this forgiveness that is needed starts with yourself, Virgo. You got to forgive yourself for whatever role you might have played in this deception and the secrets that were being kept, in the pain that was inflicted on somebody else. However way this Tower moment came down on this situation, because it wasn't easy. Tower moments are not easy. All right, guys. So let's close this out with some healing messages, some final thoughts for you, Virgo, to close out this reading for the second half of January. So angels and spirit guides, please. For Virgo, some final healing thoughts for Virgo. Second half of January. Final healing thoughts for Virgo. Look at that. Healing thoughts, healing card. You ended up getting the actual healing card from the healing deck. Okay, so it's interesting how we end with a healing message and we started off with that focus card from Archangel Uriel that says your emotions are healing, which enables you to open to greater love. I will help you release anger and unforgiveness from your heart and mind. And that as well is tied into that forgiveness that I was just talking about. So it really is coming full circle here for you, Virgo. But that healing process, allow it to continue and help you in whatever way you need it at this time. All right, guys. So that's it for now. Thank you so much for being here and for tuning in. Again, if you're interested in your own personal private reading, all of that info is down below in the description box. And I will have more readings coming up real soon. In the meantime, thank you guys so very much, and I will see you next time. Take care.